talking about brewing today. I'm currently working on a strawberry blonde ale with using fermented strawberries. So I just stopped by the Culver City Homebrew on my way over to the store. So we've got here 11 pounds of different malt. There's 2 Rowan here, as well as some crystal malts, and then I got 1 ounce of hops. If you notice, the hops are just like any other flour. These have been dried out to preserve them, but they have a really great aroma. Here, smell it.
Wow.
So that's what gives beer its basic flavor, most notably in IPAs. You can taste these and smell them. So here's some of your basic utensils. You've got you need a colander to drain the beer. Typically, you want to use a plastic or metal spoon instead of a wood spoon, because wood spoon traps flavors in them, and that'll get into your beer. Beer is really sensitive. And then once you're done, it's all going to go in like a 5-gallon bucket, and then you're cooking it on just any kitchen stove in a pot that's about twice this size. So it's like 10 gallons, 8 gallons. Then you strain all of this grain eventually in this giant thing when you're boiling it, and then here's your siphons. These are basic tools for bottling. You got your bottler here, cap. Basically, this just presses on here.
Oh, I've always wondered about that.
Yeah. So that's how you do it by hand. Of course, they have conveyor belts and those things, and then priming sugar to make sure that your beer is going to be carbonated. So yeah, you can start here, make your own beer. Then if it doesn't come out how you wanted it, you can make your own jerk sauce, like I think you saw Cheryl point out. So you could eventually have jerk sauce completely from scratch, including the beer portion. If you want, this is just the basics. If you want to learn more, there's this great book by John Palmer, who is a LA County area local. This is an old edition. I know they have a new edition that's more kitchen friendly, that flaps open and can take a little bit more of a beating, kind of like this book that just came out, or at least I just found out about it, Clone Brews, which is also a great way to eventually develop your own voice as a brewer. They have like everything, lagers, a lot of different German beers and ales from all over the world. So it's a great way to figure out how certain styles are being done, and then eventually come up with your own, or come up with your own recipes. So yeah, that's the springboard for brewing.
And of course, we have 1001 beers you must taste before you die.
Yeah, and another great book, I don't have it with me right now, but it's called The Naked Pint, and it was recently published. It's written by Christina and Hallie, who are 2 local beer connoisseurs. One of them works at Father's Office. There's a location here in Santa Monica as well as Culver City, but it's LA is becoming a really great place for drinking beer and appreciating beer. So I checked that one out. It goes into the history of it, as well as the history of home brewing in Los Angeles and Southern California. So yeah, just the basics of brewing. So.
Great.